Hi there. This probably isn't the kind of place you'd normally expect to find tourists. I'm at the Quy Hoa leper colony, just south of Quy Nhon in central Vietnam. But this place is interesting for a number of reasons. The first is that it's where you'll find the last residence of one of Vietnam's most famous 20th century poets, a guy called Han Mac Tu. He died actually in the building right behind me. It's also interesting because it's actually still a functioning leper colony, if you like. It was operated by Catholic nuns up until 1975, and then it was taken over by the Vietnamese government, and it continues to function to this day. It's an incredibly beautiful, peaceful spot. But there's another reason why this place is interesting. It's the only place I know of in Vietnam where you can still find a memorial to a US serviceman who I assume was involved in building the buildings or some of the newer buildings in the leper colony.
His name was Troy Thompson. There's an error on the plaque there. He drowned in these waters in September 1965. Just months after the first US combat troops arrived in Vietnam. I haven't been able to work out much more about Thompson, but that this is the only remembrance I've found of any US serviceman on Vietnamese soil gives it a kind of special significance. And then there's Han Mac Tu, perhaps Vietnam's most celebrated modern romantic poet, an innovator who spent his final months here at Quy Hoa before he succumbed to leprosy in this room in 1940, 3 years after contracting the disease. According to Wikipedia, his poetry is too complex to have been successfully translated to English thus far. The seaside setting of the leper colony is beautiful and serene, and there's no need to feel like you're engaging in some kind of morbid tourism ritual here either. Visitors are welcomed, and Vietnam's leprosy problem is now contained. There's even a small park commemorating big names in Vietnamese and international science. It's a memorable and historic place, without the bleakness that you might normally associate with a visit to a leper colony. The two leper colonies that I'm aware of in Vietnam are both located on beautiful stretches of coast, and in fact the one just north of Da Nang is presently being developed as a luxury resort. For more on travel to Vietnam, check out rustycompass.com.